Vibes. You talk about this being a global sport. How about the Filipino fans? For Alex Eala has become an absolute phenomenon on the courts. Here's an early Verizon vantage point on TC Live. Everywhere she goes, she gets swarmed by her.
Over the years, there have been many dramatic moments at the BNP Paribas Open at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden, where the top players in the world have fought in the scorching desert sun. However, something happened recently that fundamentally changed the discussion surrounding the competition and abruptly put a young, emerging star at the forefront of tennis's worldwide attention. And that star is Alexandra Eala, whose viral moment during the tournament stunned spectators, pundits, and analysts alike. It quickly spread on social media and even caught the attention of the Tennis Channel, generating a buzz that many believe heralds the beginning of a new era in women's tennis. The video that went viral on the internet had more than just a standard rally or point. With a crowd response that felt particularly passionate for a young woman still establishing herself on the professional scene, it encapsulated the raw intensity surrounding Eala's presence at Indian Wells. Additionally, the crowd's response when she took the court was more akin to a championship final than an early round performance. Cheers reverberated around the stadium, Filipino flags were visible in the stands, and fans raised their phones to capture what they seemed to know deep down was an unforgettable moment. In a matter of minutes, the video started to circulate online as tennis enthusiasts from all over the world shared it on various platforms, complimenting not only the crowd's enthusiasm but also the players' elegance and self-assurance. Indian Wells has historically been a location where future stars start to garner international attention, so this moment felt symbolic to longtime fans of the sport. Due to its prominence, enormous attendance, and excellent field of players, this tournament is frequently referred to as the fifth Grand Slam. Additionally, when a young player succeeds in creating a viral moment there, it frequently signifies something more significant than a performance in a single game. It denotes an increasing prominence in the global tennis discourse. In Eala's case, the reaction was instantaneous as pundits emphasized her remarkable background, which includes a junior Grand Slam championship and a reputation for playing aggressive, brave tennis. Experts started talking about her potential, and fans began re-watching her earlier matches. The circumstances surrounding Eala's ascent make the event even more noteworthy since she is part of a new generation of talent coming from nations that have not traditionally dominated the world of professional tennis. And the enthusiasm and pride of Filipino fans has been a major factor in the momentum that has grown around her. Supporters have traveled to tournaments and filled online forums with messages of celebration and encouragement, creating a community-driven hype that feels real rather than fake. And because it depicted a real connection between the athlete and fans rather than a staged advertising event, this authenticity is one of the reasons the viral video struck such a chord with viewers. And as soon as the video surfaced on major tennis media platforms, the conversation quickly grew as commentators on tennis channels started bringing up the incident while examining the wider ramifications of Eala's rising fame. They pointed out that in contemporary tennis, a star's ascent is no longer solely based on rankings or trophies, but also on their capacity to captivate fans all over the world. Something that Eala appears to be accomplishing organically as her bouts draw more notice and her highlights keep making the rounds on the internet. Eala's playing style, which combines athleticism, tactical intelligence, and a daring left-handed approach that enables her to create sharp angles and disrupt opponents' rhythm, is another reason the viral moment struck such a chord. Even impartial viewers who may not have previously followed her career find her matches entertaining to watch. And the outcome is a player who seems at ease handling the pressure of prestigious competitions when that style is paired with obvious resolve and poise on major stages. During the Indian Wells moment, she stepped onto the court with confidence despite the cameras and audience noise surrounding her, giving the sense of an athlete who recognizes the size of the stage but refuses to let it overwhelm her. The Eala effect, a term used to characterize the surge of attention that appears to accompany her presence at major events, was rapidly coined by social media users to characterize the phenomenon surrounding her. Even though these labels tend to fade quickly in the fast-paced world of online trends, the reaction to this specific moment suggests something more enduring because it has been echoed by commentators, former players, and tennis analysts who understand how important it is for new personalities to enter the spotlight in order to keep the sport evolving and attracting new audiences, particularly younger fans who heavily engage with viral clips and highlight reels. Thus, Eala's viral video is more than just a single piece of content. It represents the changing nature of tennis narratives in the internet age, where a single video may present a player to millions of spectators who may not have seen them before. Beyond the thrill of the viral moment itself, Eala's journey to Indian Wells, a path marked by years of commitment, training, and competition against progressively more formidable opponents as she transformed from a promising junior champion into a professional athlete looking to establish herself on the tour, was the subject of the conversation it sparked. And those who have followed her career closely note that her development has been marked by steady progress rather than overnight success, with improvements in physical strength, shot selection, and match strategy gradually shaping her into a more complete player capable of challenging higher-ranked competitors. And because it serves as a reminder to followers that every unexpected spike in popularity is the result of extensive planning and perseverance, that steady ascent gives the viral moment more depth. The crowd's enthusiastic response at Indian Wells, despite the tournament's abundance of well-known players, is another intriguing aspect of the narrative. This illustrates the distinct appeal that has grown among fans who like spotting up-and-coming talent before it reaches the top of the rankings. Additionally, spectators felt as though they were witnessing the early stages of a major tennis career as they watched that process of discovery take place in real time in the stadium. An emotion that flawlessly translated into the viral video, as even a little film could convey the mood to online viewers. As the young athlete got ready to compete on one of tennis' most famous courts, I could hear the applause and see the excitement in the crowd. The moment's significance has also spurred discussions about the women's game's future, as a new generation of players is progressively changing the competitive scene with unique personalities and styles. Moments like the one at Indian Wells frequently serve as turning points that boost confidence, draw media attention, and inspire young athletes watching from around the world who see someone from their region stepping onto a global stage and earning recognition through talent and determination, even though it is far too early to predict exactly how Eala's career will unfold. Fans are watching the viral video again because of its symbolic meaning in addition to the crowd's joy. The notion that a young player may use skill, charisma, and timing to suddenly capture the attention of the whole tennis community. And because it serves as a reminder to spectators that greatness might appear in unexpected ways and that every event has the potential to unveil the next big star, this unpredictability contributes to the allure of sports. Eala's current challenge will be to use the momentum created by this viral event to further her development on the court, staying focused in the face of rising expectations while honing her craft against more formidable opponents. A balance that many up-and-coming players find difficult to maintain as media attention increases. However, many who have witnessed her calmness thus far think she has the mindset required to manage the pressure and stay grounded as her profile grows. The events at Indian Wells have already cemented a place in the story of her journey, regardless of what comes next in her career, as they mark the point at which a larger public started to pay notice. When a young athlete entered one of the biggest tennis venues, it caused a reaction strong enough to spread across continents via screens and headlines, garnering admiration from pundits, enthusiasm from spectators, and curiosity from analysts eager to see if this surge of attention signals the start of something historic. While tennis history is replete with tales of prodigies who briefly rose to prominence before disappearing, it is also replete with instances of champions whose first significant surge of fame started with a single, unforgettable moment. Frequently at a prestigious competition such as Indian Wells. The viral video has generated a lot of interest because it raises the prospect that, years from now, fans would remember it as the first time that the world realized Alexandra Eala was destined to become a significant figure in the sport. A player who can ignite tournaments, inspire new audiences, and remind everyone why tennis still enthralls millions of people with its unique blend of skill, drama, and the ageless joy of seeing potential blossom into greatness.